All right, so we're gonna start off with a Bulgarian split squat. You're gonna have your back foot on top of a surface, and then from there, front leg is gonna be doing most of the work. So here we're gonna be targeting the quads. So your foot is actually gonna be really close, and if you notice, the knee is like in line with the toe. If we were targeting glutes, we would have the foot a little further forward. But what you need to be mindful of here when you are going down is making sure that your core is engaged and you are trying to create a nice line down. Since we aren't targeting glutes, you shouldn't have a super hard forward lean. You will have a natural lean, but it's not going to be, again, targeting your glutes, because this is going to be the Bulgarian split squat for the quads. All right, next we're gonna have box jumps. So I have this little box that I have at home. If you don't have a box, you don't necessarily have to jump on a box surface, but you can do a jump up. So instead of jumping onto something, just pretend you're about to jump on something. These are called tuck jumps. So you're just gonna jump up and touch your knees with your hands and then just land. These are really good for quads and also just to help with that explosiveness in the legs, to keep you agile. Another thing you can do as well, if you want to increase your heart rate, you can do these a little faster. Or if you want to take it up a level up, if you are doing the tuck jumps, because you don't have a box, you can land in a squat position and then jump up from your squat. Next, we're going to do surrenders. So these are dumbbell surrenders. You're going to put one knee down, put the other one down where you're kneeling at one point in time, and then from there, you're going to get up with one leg and then shift your weight to that one leg to get up with the other leg. Now, if you notice in this movement, I am not fully standing up, and that's just so that I can keep the contraction on my quads. Since it is a quad day, you want to make sure that you are working your quads as much as possible. The big thing here is that you just stay breathing, stay consistent, and try not to think about it too much. You're just moving from one side to the other. Here we're doing squats. These are just slightly wider than shoulder width, and my toes are pointed forward. That is because I am trying to engage my quads as much as possible, and I am going for depth. A lot of this is due to range of motion. So as I'm doing these, I'm just trying to go as low as I can while keeping my quads engaged. Now, you will notice at different feet positions that you'll feel either your quads more, your glutes, or your hips more. So with this one, I did just a slightly more narrow stance in order to keep targeting my quads as I did the squat. Another thing too, I am leaning forward just slightly. You'll feel it probably a little bit in your glutes, but that is totally normal. Next, we're gonna do calf raises. I'm just doing these on the floor. You're just gonna go up. Make sure when you're going up that your ankles are not popping out to the side. This is just so that your calves can get the best work possible. Another key point here is to make sure that your core is engaged as you're doing this, and you are squeezing your butt cheeks as you're doing the calf raise, because you will definitely feel it more in the calves as you're doing it. All right, we're gonna get some abs here. So we're just gonna have our knees bent, reaching up to the sky. We're just doing little crunches for the upper abs. So you inhale at the bottom, exhale at the top. And, excuse me. If you can't fully lift up, that's totally okay. Just work with what you can, range of motion. The next thing is gonna be hip lifts. So everything's gonna be lying on the floor. Now, you aren't necessarily going for a ton of height with these. You're just trying to tap your feet up to the ceiling. And you're just lifting your lower back off of the floor.